Hey guys, and welcome back to That LP Show. The name of the game is Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Okay, well, like the robot voice said, we have 4 minutes until a meteorite hits Norion, and we need to get to the command center so we can fire off that orbital defense system really fast. Because apparently that thing has Phazon in it, so that wouldn't be a good thing if it smacked into us. Not a good thing at all. Because we know what happened to Talon 4, we know what happened to Aether, we don't want it happening here, especially since we are currently standing on here. And even though we don't have an on-screen timer, they are serious about you only having 4 minutes. Crap, come on. So yeah, don't dawdle. We do want to get back to the command center as quickly as we can. Now, if you're playing the Japanese version, which if you're playing the Japanese version, then you're probably not using a Let's Play hosted by an English speaker to help you through the game. But yeah, notice how she just said meteor impact in 3 minutes now. That means, yeah, we only have 3 minutes. But if you're playing the Japanese version, every time that the voice on the PA system marks one of the minute marks, like 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, then a timer will briefly show up on the actual screen showing you the time remaining. But here, you just have to listen for it. But if you keep on moving, you really shouldn't have that much of an issue getting back. It's not a long way. Now, these massive load times for the doors opening while the timer is still dropping, that can be a problem. That's kind of an issue. All right. Open your scan visor as soon as you walk through this door.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Alright, and this is Hunter Gandrata, metamorphic bioform able to mimic numerous enemy units in battle. Yeah, I know we already kind of gotten information on these hunters, but that actually counted as lore. Scanning them themselves will actually put them in the creature log. Gandrata possesses the metamorphic ability to assume the form and abilities of other creatures. This talent has led many to seek her out for stealth and reconnaissance missions, despite her powerful combat capabilities. Details on the subject's origins and age are unknown, but her unique traits have made her a sought-after hunter for missions. And quickly scan Rundus. Hunter Rundus possesses the ability to generate and manipulate ice. Rundus is capable of generating and manipulating ice. This trait is common among inhabitants of the moon Fregus, but Rundus is one of the few who have used this ability for bounty hunting. Subject is known for getting results, but considers himself without peer. His arrogant demeanor has led him to mainly seek solo missions and rarely works with others.
If we don't make it to the top in time, we can kiss this planet goodbye.
Hey, relax. We're the good guys. Justice will prevail and all that stuff. Right, Samus?
Also scan him if you haven't, but you should have already. But yeah, that's your third or fourth chance at scanning Gore, but that is your only chance to get Rundus and Gandrata in the logbook. So if you don't scan them there, you're not going to get them at all. And oh, look who's here. Ooh, Avengers Assemble. Yeah, you're outnumbered, and Samus is taking you out alone, what, 4 times? Because you were fought, like, what, three times in Echoes? And you're technically the reincarnation of Metroid Prime, which means that she took you out, you know, at the beginning, or at the end of that game. So, yeah, I'd say about 4 times now you've had your ass kicked by Samus Aran. Actually, I think you fought her 4 times in Echoes. And she can fly now. That's wonderful. One of you need to wake up and fire that cannon. And it missed. Oh, but it has a relay system of satellites. Well, then I guess if that's the case, then they really only do need one. Huh. It'd probably be a good idea to have more than one, though. Because if that thing was on the other side of the planet, then it'd have had to have shot a beam and relayed on the satellites going all the way around because it couldn't fire direct line of sight. And they died.
She's coming too. Can you hear me, Samus? Vital signs are stable. Welcome back, Samus. You've been asleep for quite some time. A month, to be exact.
Ooh.
I feared we'd lost you. Thanks to your great work, Norion is now safe. At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters all unconscious. Our medical examinations then yielded surprising results. Your bodies are now, somehow, self-generating phazon. What's even stranger is that there are no negative effects to your health. This led us to investigate if we could make effective use of this phazon.
Hey, you don't touch me without my
During the invasion
permission.
on Norion, you must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call phazon enhancement devices, or PEDs. We integrated this same phazon enhancement device into your armor while repairing your damaged bodysuit.
You screwed with my suit while I was asleep?
Troopers wearing this device have phazon pumped to their weapons from an external backpack. This gives them an extra boost in firepower. But in your case, think about it. With this phazon coursing through your body, you can fuel the PED using your own internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you think? Why don't you try the PED now?
Sure.
Fill the room.
I still don't like that you messed with my suit.
Initiate PED program.
Recharging energy reserves.
Okay, so we have a new ability called Hyper Mode. Remember when you stepped in the puddles of phazon during the fight with Metroid Prime at the end of Metroid Prime, and it let you fire that badass beam? Well, now we can pretty much do that anytime we want by holding down the plus button on the Wii Remote, and that will expend one energy tank in order to put us into hyper mode, and then we get this really badass powerful beam. And it will wreck shop, and it is a very broken mechanic that will help us cheese through most of the game.
You must have noticed during this test that hyper mode possesses devastating power. Over the past month, we've learned the hard way just how powerful our enemies are. To deal with them, you'll need the firepower of the PED suit. Make good use of it. Now that you are familiar with the workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you. There are many pressing matters to discuss. The AU chamber is located just off the command bridge. You'd better get going. Good luck. Oh, and one more thing. After 25 seconds, the safety feature automatically ends hyper mode. You'll have to keep paying attention.
Also, it doesn't mention that if you come out of hyper mode fast enough, you actually get back a little bit of the health that you expended. So you may not lose an entire energy tank if you come out of it really fast. But we'll get into more about the PED and hyper mode as we go through the game, because it'll become a little more complicated than what it is now, but not by much. Just one more feature that they haven't addressed yet. Also, one thing I would like to address before moving on is, who the hell are you people to mess with Samus's power suit? I mean, you just said that her health shows words, Mike. The phazon is having no negative effects on her health, which means that this isn't an incident like would later be done with the fusion suit, where you messed with the suit to save her life. You saw an opportunity to weaponize phazon further, and you screwed with the suit while she was unconscious, so, she wasn't awake to sign any kind of consent forms. Also, one whole month,
Mom, do you ever feel, not so fresh?
in the power suit unconscious. Didn't even attempt to take the damn thing off. That means she was sitting there in the power suit for a whole month. Samus Aran is a woman, which means that she likely had her period in this thing, which God knows what kind of grossness has leaked down into the boots. Hopefully for you, it has some sort of gross filtration system, like Iron Man's pee filter in his Iron Man suit. That was actually some forward thinking on his part, so I imagine that Chozo did it as well. But you're a woman, you should know about these things. It's just, ew, gross. Also, like, I need a shower. You're gonna send me on another mission. I need a shower. I need a shower. I mean, if you get the power suit on me, that means no one even gave Samus Aran a sponge bath. It's gross. Anyway, we got some lore to scan right here. And this is about the Phazon Enhancement Device. The Phazon Enhancement Device is designed to harness the energy of Phazon minerals, originally discovered on Aether for a new Federation weapon system. I'm sure Umas was thrilled about that. He wants to get the stuff off of his planet, damn it. It is being tested by a GF Marine battalion stationed in the Norion system. Marines can initiate an energy siphon from a supply of Phazon carried in a backpack into their armored suits. This allows them to temporarily enhance the exoskeletal and weapon systems of their armor suits. To date, no Marines have displayed signs of Phazon sickness, but you've only been doing it for a few months, so who the hell knows what the future holds. And this lore is on Phazon. Don't we already know enough about this stuff? Phazon is a substance of extragalactic origin. Is that even a word? It is a highly radioactive ore with extreme mutagenic properties. It has certain biological qualities, including the ability to reproduce itself. Exposure to Phazon often affects the brains of sentient beings, causing erratic destructive behavior. It is also a potent source of energy, surpassing the even fuel gel in pure output potential. It must be handled carefully, as it can cause Phazon sickness if used incorrectly, or at all. Really, why are you guys messing with this stuff? You have rats? You have space rats? Oh God! Did you hear that? Did you hear that on the PA? They have vermin in the auxiliary ventilation system, so their air conditioning has rats or cockroaches or some kind of... They're in space, so it's got to be gross, because space vermin is gross. Alright, so you probably recognize this hallway. That was actually covered by a blast shield that we scanned in the first episode, but let's go ahead and hit up the save point real quick before talking to the Aurora unit. I need a shower. I'll feel even better after a shower.
Subject Samus Aran entering AU lift area. Security clearance 5 granted. Clearance confirmed, G5. Opening chamber vault.
Ooh, security clearance 5. I don't know if that's good. Or, you know, or if it's just like mid-level. Kind of looks like Zordon's tube.
Welcome, Samus Aran. Let us begin. Time is most critical. During the attempted pirate invasion of Norion, it was confirmed that 2 nearby planets were similarly attacked. These planets were named Brio and Elysia. These Leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent Phazon carried inside their bodies. The Leviathans must be destroyed. 2 weeks ago, we dispatched Runtus to Brio, Gore to Elysia, while Gandreda was sent to locate the space pirate stronghold.
You trusted her with that?
Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat.
Were they at least asked?
We lost contact with all of them 7 days ago, and fear the worst. In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Brio. This will be your first objective.
Now, do I get their paychecks for doing this?
Please be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Runtus and the other hunters. Good luck.
Okay, well, do you remember the meteors that struck Talon 4 and Aether and that was about to strike Norion? Yeah, those are the Phazon meteors. They're called Leviathans now, and they struck other planets, and we have to go blow them up. So, there you go. Our new mission. Screw the infected AUs. I don't know what we're going to do about that. But, to Brio. But that's going to have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.